everybody. Welcome to Come On My Couch. I'm your host, Jackie Brown. I was away for a week, but I was very busy. I had a performance with Top Shelf Burlesque. I don't know if you remember them, but you should. And I had a wedding to go to. And I think everyone knows how I feel about weddings. You ever get a compliment, but it's not really a compliment, it's an insult? And it seems like girls seem to do that a lot to each other. And I catch it. Don't ever think that I don't catch it, because I know I've got haters. Which is really weird because I'm a nice fucking person. But then you get those people who become jealous of you for no reason other than how you look. And I get it. I think it's just petty. You ever notice how mediocre people always tend to hang around other mediocre people? To the bitch who called this a blanket, it's not a blanket. It's a cape. And if you had any fashion sense or style whatsoever, you wouldn't insult a diva. I don't like nice nasty. You know, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that before, but I don't like how somebody can be so nice but nasty at the same time. Knowing that however nice they are, they're not being genuine or authentic. It's a front. And I don't like that shit. A friend of mine once said that I can't stand being nice just to be nice. And everybody was talking all this bullshit and telling her to keep being nice and da-da-da-da. And I told her, I knew exactly what she meant. I was like, yeah, I don't like nice people either. Because I always feel like something's wrong with you. Like, what do you want? Nobody's just perky customer service nice all the fucking time. And if they are, they're probably on drugs. Prescription or recreational. Appreciate an even kill person. Somebody who's not mean or nice. They're just in the middle until something happens and then they react one way or the other. But if you're happy all the time and you talk with such a perkiness in your voice and you got all of this going on and you turn into a fucking baby, shut the fuck up. I can't stand it. It's stupid. Nobody talks like that. Do people talk? Why do people talk like that? Why? I'm the type of girl who expresses themselves through fashion. I think many women happen to do that. And it's wonderful when someone compliments you and you know that it's genuine. But women know the difference between a compliment and an insult. I especially do. And I don't like it when someone comments on my clothing as if it offends them. Guess what? I don't give a fuck. I love expressing myself through fashion because I'm an expert. Growing up, I wasn't blessed, like you would say, as the other girls coming up. Like, I'm a late bloomer. I wouldn't say that I was an ugly duckling because I think I was cute, but nobody else thought I was cute. And whatever. I'm a late bloomer. Blossomed like after I got out of high school. And it's really weird to get compliments on my appearance because I never got them growing up. Not for real, for real. It was just like, through family or your mom, and you're like, you don't count because you're my mom. I didn't start getting boobs till after I graduated. It was really weird comparing yourself to other girls because you would look at other girls and you'd be like, well, even though I couldn't wear certain things, I always dreamed about it. I always knew what look I would go for, how I wanted to look, how I wanted to express myself, my favorite color, what kind of shoes I wear. I remember the first time we went to the thrift store. I had to have been about 7, and I saw these red stilettos, and they were like the little spiky 80s kind of stiletto. And I asked my mom, I said, what kind of shoe is that? And she said, those are come fuck me heels. And I was like, I don't know if she meant to say that loud, but she did. And then I was like, I want to wear those shoes. So yeah, I guess I just wanted to be a hooker all my life. And looking through magazines used to be like my favorite thing. I would always look through Vogue and Essence. And I would look at all the magazines, make collages, and enthrall myself in the world of fashion. And even though I didn't have the exact funds to buy labels or whatnot, I always knew how to present myself and how to look good. And I feel like everyone should have that within them how to be the best them. Don't compare yourself to somebody else, because whatever makes them them is what makes them. People should be able to appreciate what other people have to offer, but that's not within human nature. Human beings are naturally selfish, and they always want what they can't have, and sometimes that's attention. I noticed that when I give white girls compliments, they usually don't say thank you, they just look at you, and I be like, okay. But when I give a black girl a compliment, we have a whole conversation about everything, and I find out where she got it from, and it's really nice. There is a difference, and you can say I'm lying, but I'm not. I feel like people compliment people just to fill in space. Like, they just say stuff just to say it. Like, I don't actually think they like everything that they say. Like, oh, I like your shoes, I like your shirt, I like your blah, 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 blah. Like, how much stuff can you like? Like, honestly, really. Like, for me, I only give compliments if I actually want what they have. Like, that's when I give a compliment. Like, I'll be like, your boyfriend's nice. I think it's weird for people to be perpetually jealous of someone and not get to know them. You know, people have preconceived notions of other people, and they don't even really know them. You're just looking at them, and then you form a perception in your mind of who they are, and it's not who they actually are. I notice in most cases, whenever I start a job or I'm somewhere new and I'm working with another black girl, I automatically assume she's mean, because I look at their face, and their face is mean. But I've noticed black women have resting bitch face because they have to put up with so much shit. So you have to break the barrier. You have to be the one to break the preconceived notions that you make of people. So in your mind, even if you think that somebody's mean just because you look at their face and that's how they look, that's not how they genuinely are inside. You have to get to know that person, and that takes effort. If you automatically assume the worst of someone and then you start treating them differently because of that judgment that you made and you don't even know them, then only bad things can happen. You understand? Like, I think that's bullshit. So it takes a mature adult to make the initiative and effort to get to know somebody when you have a negative perception of them, when you haven't even taken a chance to even get to know them. You're automatically judging someone based off of how they dress or how they speak, or just because you may even be jealous. And I'm not saying I ain't never been jealous of somebody, but then I know, hey, what am I jealous of? Is that my own insecurity? Think about it. We all aren't perfect. No one is perfect. But the only thing that you can do is be a better you. That's what I do every day. I try to be a better version of myself than I was before. Because the only person that I'm in competition with is my past self. I'm not in competition with anybody else. No one is me. We all have our own paths to go, our own lives to live. There's no point to have preconceived notions of someone. And hey, sometimes some people might just rub you the wrong way, and that might be your intuition saying something. And other times, you might just be being a bitch. So, thank you for watching Come on My Couch. I'll see you next time.
Wouldn't it be cool if we didn't have faces and just eyes? We live in a world where things are rarely as they appear to be, and people seem to have an overinflated ego without anything to back it up. Why is it so hard for us as human beings to be humble? And why is everybody attracted to fake shit? Perception is a motherfucker. Kill the ego and elevate yourself to a higher state of consciousness.